behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a great interview coming up in just a moment as usual. But don't forget about that subscribe button and bell is below you there. And anytime a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified. And check out the comment section and leave a comment there. And also the description as well, because we're going to have contact info for you there. And if you check the end of the show, we'll have contact info during the closing credits. So stay tuned for that. From Blackwood, New Jersey today, we have Pete MacGregor. He's with a group called Seems Like Tuesday. And we had Erica and Steve Tabalillo on our show before, about a year ago. And he's going to tell us about his story. And Seems Like Tuesday has a great video at the end. So I know you don't want to miss that, especially since Pete's lead singing on this. So we're going to get to that in just a second, because it starts right now. Okay, it's interview time again, and with us from the group's Seems Like Tuesday from Blackwood, New Jersey, we have Pete MacGregor with us today. Thanks for joining us, Pete.
Paul, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. And he's the guitarist. I guess you sing a little bit too in the band.
Yeah. I'm the lead guitar player, and I'm sort of the tertiary singer. I'm the third singer of the group.
Oh, okay. And you're singing lead on this video we're going to show it. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Cool.
So tell us about how you began in the music business. I mean, have you always wanted to be an artist? And also tell us a little bit about how you got Seems Like Tuesday, how you joined the band, and all that. So we'd love to hear that story.
Oh, sure. Well, I started playing guitar sort of just like going into high school. Sort of just got a guitar handed to me and sort of played on my own. I learned a few chords from people I knew, and then just started playing by myself a lot. And then listening and watching other players, whether it's professionals or as soon as I was old enough to go out to bars and see bands playing live, just soaking in what other players were doing. And sort of getting inspired. And it's like, oh my gosh, a human can do that. I want to do that. And then you try to do it, and sometimes you can, sometimes you're just not as proficient as some people are. And that's, but you play to what you are. Everybody's got something. So I've always been into it. Always been into playing in front of people. And I played in a number of bands through the years, original music mostly. It's kind of my bag. Seems Like Tuesday, that came along just a couple of years ago. Steve Tabalillo, our drummer and pretty much the band leader, he's the fuel that drives the engine mostly. He wanted to put an original project together. He already had Erica in his pocket. She's a fantastic singer. And Chip, our bass player. So they played off and on in bands. And so Chip knew me. Chip was playing in a band that I had going a couple of years before then. And I really liked the conversations I had with Steve and Chip and everything leading up into like, do we do this? And then we found Billy. Billy is our one of our main songwriters, and he's the secondary singer. He does a lot of lead vocals, the male vocals. He's a cat I've known since the 80s. We've played in different bands on the same stages and stuff, and so it was kind of a thrill for both of us to wind up in the same band together. And then we just, some songs we've had written in advance, a bunch of songs we've written together as a group. It's a really good outfit.
Okay, well, that's quite a story, though. And as I just mentioned, we've interviewed Seems Like Tuesday before with Steve and Erica Tabalillo, and they might come back on the show again sometime.
Well, tell us about your influences. I mean, I'm sure there are a few bands that you grew up with that you listen to, like on the radio or on MTV or whatever, that really inspired you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd say early on, as far as guitar players that really caught my ear, as it were, Peter Frampton was probably a big influence when I was just like, I was really young. I wasn't even in high school yet. And there was this guy playing his guitar, great voice. Um, um, saw them live, just as good as any record he's done. Um, and then I started getting into the more of hard rock. I got into Kiss. So Ace Frehley, he's not a guitar virtuoso, but he's got it. Ace Frehley was a rock and roll guitar player. He just had style, and that spoke to me in a way. And then Eddie Van Halen came along, and it's like, whoa, the world just turned around. And so, um, and then through the years, it's been a lot of artists. Joe Satriani, um, is one that I like a lot. There's so many good guitar players. The list could go on. Matthias Jabs from Scorpions, guys like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course Eddie Van Halen, to me, I think he's probably one of the top ones, and even his son is now even just as good as
He's
him.
pretty hot, yeah.
Uh, well, I'm sure we can get all your music on all streaming platforms, and
Correct.
can we get like an official website from you? I think you're on Facebook as well. Tell everybody how they can do that.
Oh yeah, well we're Seems Like Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook, really easy. There's no other bands that are named like that. YouTube's the same thing. Our official web address is on bigrecords.world. But if you do seemsliketuesday.com, it'll take you to our website.
Okay.
We're on Instagram. I believe we're on TikTok. We're out there, and yeah, like you had mentioned earlier, we're on all the music platforms. You can buy the music on Amazon or iTunes. You can stream it on Pandora, Spotify, all that.
Okay, well, get out there and get his music on all streaming platforms today, and go to those sites he mentioned to you. I know he would love you for that. And we're getting ready to watch this video. It's called "On the Move," and it sounds self-explanatory, but it is a good video. Since I mentioned at the beginning that you're the lead singer in this video, tell us a story about this song. We'd love to hear it.
Sure. I wrote this song a number of years ago, and yeah, on the move. It's sort of like, not sort of like, it's like it's a couple looking for where to move, where to live their next part of life. At the time, my late wife and I were looking at places to move, whether it was Arizona or California or maybe up north or elsewhere. It was those considerations that led me to write this song. And I just sort of, I made my own video for it, and have that out. And the band heard the song and really believed in it. And so we worked on it, up the tempo on it. Steve Tabilio, he's pushing the tempo on the drums.
Mm-hmm.
He pushed me out of my comfort zone to make it a little faster, and it works. And it worked. And everybody else contributed to just fine tuning the song.
Yeah, it is a great video, and I watched that at least a couple times. And
yeah, thanks.
I think you're going to love this video, and we'll be getting to that in just a second. But Pete, we want to thank you so much for being on the show today. Maybe you can come on again sometime, or maybe you'll be with Steve and Erica Tabaleo, and maybe we can have another interview sometime, and we'll go from there.
That's great. Yeah, we do like to get together and do an interview as a band. We have a good time doing that, and I think Billy might have been on your show as well. So everybody's, we enjoy it, so it's good.
Okay.
And appreciate you, helping independent acts the way you do.
Well, I appreciate that. Everybody's been saying that lately, and it really makes my day. So I appreciate you.
You make our day. It really does matter,
Okay. All right. Well, here it is, On the Move by Seems Like Tuesday, and it begins right now.
On the move, I hear a sound We should try some other town.
This high-rise is out of sight. A fine view in the twilight, but I can't breathe and I can't see a thing. An image on the video wall, a place is seen, some that just call my name. Won't you come and stay? On the move, I hear a sound. We should try some other town. In the mood for some peace of mind. I gotta see the stars that shine. I've run just as fast as I can. A metaphor is all I am, but I still see amazing things for me. Cold chills down the back of my neck, a stiff